Today I am showing you how to assess assignments in Anthology that have been submitted to you by students in your BlazeView course. There's two ways to get to your Anthology dashboard in order to assess assignments. The first way is to go through your course, go to your content and assignments, and find the assignment that you want to assess. And then you'll click on it and it'll take you to your dashboard. However, there's one other way that I'd like to show you. The other way is going through My BSU. So you'll log into My BSU like normal, and once you're here, you'll go down to Quick Links, View All, and you'll scroll down until you get to Candidate Evaluations and Forms. Once you get there, I'll show you the next step. Once you click that link in My BSU, you'll be brought to your dashboard. From here, you'll see a tab that says Pending Assessments. That's where you'll go. Once there, you will find the student or the instrument that you want to assess. If you want to go by instrument, the best way to do that is in the search bar and the right hand side, you'll put EPP Impact on P12 Student Learning. Once there, you'll click on the student's assessment that you want to assess, and you'll click on it and then click Assess. Once there, you'll have this screen pulled up. If you open up that assessment and it looks like this, there's no words and student work on the left-hand side, please make sure to click this button that's in the top next to the Ready. It says Close Full Instrument View, and now you'll see the P12 Impact on Student Learning. And if you scroll down, you'll see any word block or files attached to this assessment. In this assessment, there are 3 sample files that are uploaded into this assessment, and the first one is example file 1, and if you click directly on the link, it'll automatically download the file. If you don't want to download it, you just want to view it, you can click the view button here. Once you do that, it'll open up what's called Box. This is a file viewer that is embedded into Anthology. There's a few very interesting and useful settings here in this box. So up in the top right, you'll see what looks like a pen, and you can click on the pen and you can actually draw directly on the file within Anthology, so you won't have to download it. You can do a few things, and once you're done, just click Save. Once you do that, it cannot be undone, so make sure that you're only saving what you want. If you don't want to save it, you can hit Delete. If you are done, you can hit Done or Cancel if the things are saved. The next thing you can do is add a comment. You can click anywhere and you'll be able to type a comment. Here, you either cancel if you decide not to comment it, or post. Once you've posted, you can delete it from here. And you can scroll down to see the rest of the document. One other thing about the View File box is that if you come towards the bottom of the file box, you'll be able to zoom in, zoom out, or make the whole file fit into the box. Now that I've showed you how you can view each attachment, you can actually have all of the attachments open at once on the left, and you can scroll back up and start assessing it using the rubric on the right. However, every time that you do this, you do have to scroll back down to which file, review it, and then go back up and actually answer the question again. If you want to have the file and this on the screen at the same time, the best way is to download the file and put it up on another monitor, or do split screen and be able to look at the file and the rubric at the same time. Now you're ready to start assessing using the rubric on the right hand side. If you would like, you can actually at this point go to View Full Instrument, and that will show you each question and each choice that you can make for that question. So if you're doing it on this view, you'll have to choose your answer, and you can hover over each to see what each means. And then once you click on one, you can either add a comment, or you can just go ahead and go to next. Once you have chosen an answer for each, you can put more comments, do an overall comment, or you can just go back up to the top and hit save. Once you have done that, it'll now say complete at the top and a final score. Once you're done assessing that one assignment, you can then click on this little drop down and it'll show you other pending assessments that you have. However, what I would do is actually click this little space here, and you'll go back to your assessments and it'll now show you all of your assessments again. So you can now move on to the next assessment for that student, or you can go to the next student who has submitted the assessment. Now I'll show you how to assess the EPP Professional Learning Plan for Induction. Again, you'll click on the student, click on Assess, and it'll bring it up. Since the last time I did an assessment, I was in full instrument view. I will need to now close full instrument view to be able to see the instrument on one side and the rubric on the other. Once here, you can scroll down on the assessment until you get to where the student has either put a text box, a file, a link, or any other content. From here, you'll do exactly like the last instruction showed, which you'll be either downloading the file, you can view it and open up the file view box. And once you've done that, you're ready to assess the student's assignment. We're going to do it one by one this time. So this student's specific strengths, you will then click whichever one. Is it unsatisfactory, satisfactory, or not applicable? Once you have chosen, you'll hit next and you'll grade this one, and so on. Just making sure you click next after each one, and make sure if you want to add a comment, you can. Once you get to that, it'll now say save, and that will submit scores. So you'll save. It will now show complete and the final score here. Also, once you're done and it says complete, it also says LMS assignment. What this does is this will actually report the score back to BlazeView for you. So either you'll click this to send it back, or you can say none, don't send grade, and no matter what you do, you will hit save. It was unable to save the grade because I'm not an actual student of the course. Last, I am actually going to show you to get back to the assessments and how to assess the EPP Teacher Sense of Efficacy Scale. You'll click on the student's assessment and then you'll click Assess. Once you have the Teacher Sense of Efficacy Scale final for Samantha Powell opened up, you will then click on the Form Teacher Sense of Efficacy Final. Here you'll have this form and it will show you exactly how the student scored themselves on this questionnaire. Once you've looked that over, you'll then score from 0 to 1 or not applicable, and then you'll click Next. Once done, you'll hit Save, and it will update the final score, and it will now say complete. You can either send it for scoring to your BlazeView course, or you can not send the grade at all. This video was to show the assessing of assignments specifically for one course. However, this assessment strategy can actually be used in assessing other anthology assignments in other courses. A lot of assignments are very similar and should all work very much alike these three as well.